Warren Buffett still lives in the home he bought in 1958 for $31,000. Right now, the estimated value of his house is around $1.4 million. So this purchase could look like a great investment for Warren, but that's not quite the truth. If Warren would have invested those $41,000 in the S&P 500, right now they would be worth around $14 million. A huge difference. And think about how much they would be worth if he invested them in his company. Right now they would be worth much more, since he always beat the S&P 500. So as an investment, this was not the best choice, but of course this wasn't really an investment. He just wanted a house and so he bought it. Before we start, please type a comment and let me know if you are renting your house or if you bought it. Let's do a small survey and see what wins. But in my personal case, I decided to rent instead of buying a house. I don't have money problems, so I could have easily bought a house, but I still decided to rent. That's because if I was going to buy a house, I would have to pay at least 40 or 50,000 euros straight ahead, because I couldn't get a mortgage for 100% of the value. Plus I have to pay agency fees and perhaps I would have to change something and make some renewals. Therefore, in my opinion, this wouldn't have been a great investment, because my money are better off invested in the stock market. I think I can get a better return. That's also because, at least in Italy, the housing market is not very strong. In the last 10-15 years, it didn't appreciate as much as the US stock market. So I'm pretty sure my money are going to give me a much better ROI invested in the stock market rather than buying a house. Another reason why I don't want to buy a house right now is that I don't know where I want to live in the future. I don't know if in the next 1, 2, 3 or 5 years I will still be living in Italy. So I want to have some flexibility. I don't want to have the weight of having to pay a house. I want to be free. Perhaps I'm going to live in Dubai. No, I'm not. I'm never going to live there, except if they will pay me a lot, as all influencers are getting paid by Dubai to go live there and show how amazing that place is, but don't trust them, probably it's not so amazing. But I want to be free to choose. I want to be free to leave this place and go live wherever I want. Another great thing about renting is that if I have a problem, if something breaks, I just have to call my agent and he's going to call the owner of the house and he's going to fix the problem. And I won't have to pay anything. This is amazing in my opinion, because fixing, for example, the toilet could be very expensive. And actually, when you buy a house, you can't be sure it's perfect, even if they tell you it is. There could be some problems in the future, even perhaps 1 year after or 2 years after. So renting is kind of safer. Another reason why I don't want to buy a house right now is that in 5 or 10 years, I will probably be able to afford a much better house. Therefore, I'm going to wait and get the perfect house when I will have more money. And with this video, I don't want to say that buying a house is stupid. I'm just saying that with my personal situation where I want to invest all my money and I want to get the best possible ROI on my money, it didn't make sense. I think that renting is a much better option. But if you're not an investor, if you don't invest your money, probably the best option is buying a house, because a lot of people just keeps their money in the bank and at that point it's much better to buy a house. But I believe most of my followers are all investors, so probably for you renting could be much better than buying. That's it for this video. Please remember to let me know if you're renting or if you bought your house, and please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And see you next time. Bye!